Hey guys, let me take off this for a second. Hold on a second. Let me take this off so I can see you, so you guys can see me. I, hi everybody. Hey Vivian. I am, I am in the young lady's apartment. Look, y'all, I'm up here being a mother, of course. Hey, pretty brown eyes. Hey Vivian. Hey Lady Coltrane. Hey Sierra. I am on to bring you guys some updates and also talk about the motion that was filed today, well, filed yesterday, on behalf of, you love my purple, of course. Purple, of course. Look at the purple. See, purple? All right. As I was saying, the motion that was filed on behalf of Shannon Stillwell or Shannon Jackson, whichever way you want to call it, but his name is Shannon Jackson, but they call him Shannon Stillwell. But his attorney, Attorney Sharp, filed a motion for dismissal, speedy trial, and I'm gonna give you guys some background in regard to what a speedy trial is and how does it affect this case. Because remember, they asked for a speedy trial, and it does not look like a speedy trial is going to occur. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna play a little bit, and I'm gonna going into the. I'm gonna play some of the footage that I have from today, because guys, we have it over here. Nobody else has it. That's a blogger. I am the only one in the courtroom, in the court, so I bring it here to you guys. He's the one that sits near Jeff. Yeah, he's the one with the dreads. It has the gold at the top. Yeah, he's that person. All right, guys, let's get started because I got a lot to go with you guys. So I'm in a different setting. So I got my laptop in front of me, and she has her Wi-Fi going. So I got my Wi-Fi, got my phone, and all that ready to go. Ready to be. Y'all ready to be students today? Let me get my water. Dallas, could you pass me my water, please? Pretty, please. I'm harassing. She's trying to get her place together, and I'm harassing her. Hold on, let me go get my own water. So I don't disturb this. Oh, my water? That's not mine? You sure? Oh, I got mine over here. Never mind. But I want a cold one. No, I'm gonna drink that one too. I just want something cold because it's nice and chill, cold. All right, you guys are ready? Let me go ahead on and put this. Tell Jarvis. No, her name is Dallas. Dallas, not Jarvis. Dallas, Sharon. It's Dallas, not Jarvis. Ah, it's Dallas. All right, guys, let's get going. Let's start this presentation. All right, guys, let's go. I'll put myself at the bottom down here. Let me put myself at the bottom. Okay, here we go. Vivian said hello, Dallas. Vivian. She said hi, Vivian. Hey, Black Beauty. Hey, everybody. Hey, Pateria. All right, you guys are ready? All right, here we go. I'm going to show you clippings in between, and then I'm going to show you the motion that was filed as well as what this means, okay? All right, here we go. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. This is from today. He didn't say why he denies mistrial, but he just said it was mistrial. But then they still have an opportunity to resubmit it. He did tell her she has an opportunity to resubmit it once they do the investigation on the leak. Told y'all he had on black today. He had a black turtleneck, a lighter suit, because yesterday he had on a darker brown. Now today that's like a tan, right? Watch this. The judge is gonna get him for not having on his mask.
You're gonna get fined $25.
Oh, he hurry up and put it on his mouth.
All our
you saw that, right?
Let's
do that one again. Let's do that one again. Hold on.
All right, lawyer.
Let's do that one again. Hold
can
on.
you go ahead and check in?
Watch what he said. Watch what the judge tell him. He doesn't have his mask on. Watch.
You're gonna get fined $25. all our participants present, sir. All right, lawyer crowd. Can you go ahead and check your friends and see if they're
okay? Shannon is his lawyer that filed for the speedy trial motion on yesterday. His lawyer filed that. I think it was on the first, if not the first. Yeah, I think it was on the first. But his lawyer, we'll read it when I come up to it. I'll read it for you guys. But it's his lawyer. This is Shannon Stillwell, Shannon Jackson. It's his lawyer that asked for the speedy trial. Hold on.
Oh, they're here. Hold on 1 sec, madam. 1 sec. Before you go on the record. Mr. Randolph, is Miss
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Von Kels? Okay, all right. Thank you. You ready, Christian? Yes. All right, good morning, councils. We're going to go interested parties. We're going to go back on the record. We're going to go around the record at this point in time. Let me go ahead and call roll. We'll see who's here. Mr. Beebe, Mr. Partridge.
I'll second Mr. Partridge.
Do you know where Mr. Partridge is?
Not yet, but I'm going to text him right now.
Mr. Beebe? Where's Mr. Beebe? Sir, are you okay with Ms. Bernard stepping in for just a minute?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Botts, and Mr. Sharp, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Mr. Farley, Mr. Menez, good morning, gentlemen. Mr. Williams, Mr. Steele, Mr. Adams, good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Mr. Mender and Ms. Fagan. Let's see. Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Weinstein, good morning. Mr. Huey, Mr. Matthews, good morning. Mr. Myrick and Ms. Bernard, good morning. Okay, Mr. Nichols and Ms. Westmoreland. All right, good morning. Mr. Adams and Ms. Callan, good morning. All right, Mr. Blaylock and Mr. Hill.
Mr. Hill is coming down the elevator. I'll have to stand in for him.
All right, Mr. Blaylock, where are you? You okay with Mr. Adams standing in for him? Okay, all right. Mr. Dorsey and Mr. Jimenez.
Mr. Jimenez is parking, Your Honor. I expect him to be here shortly.
All right, Mr. Dorsey, okay with Mr. Botts standing in for you just for a second?
He's covering his face. He knows the cameraman got him on.
Mr. Johnson.
He covered his face. Look, you see him covering his face, y'all? Look at him.
He didn't tell me. Mr. Eppinger, are you okay with Miss Callan standing in for you? Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Ryan and Ms. D. Williams. Good morning, madam. Good morning, Mr. Ryan. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, he muted. I'm not the one who muting it. It's the camera guy that's muting this part. But they're getting ready to get an update on how many jurors that they have that they're gonna do today. That they did already today. So that is what the court jury personnel is doing. So anybody have any questions? But I'm going to go ahead after this one here, and I'm going to bring up the motion that was submitted on behalf of Shannon Stillwell, Shannon Jackson. You know, the one I just showed you. You know, we're gonna get to know these people very well soon. But that's if a trial ever starts. But I'm gonna read to you the motion that his attorney, Mr. Sharp, filed for him on the other day. So I'm gonna wait till this thing ends. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any question? All these lawyers late. Yeah, they're late. What's happening too? In the building, the scanning machine is not working. So we're not going because it had like 3 different entrances for us to go through. The employees goes into one entrance, and then regular people, the public goes into 2 sides, right? 2 sides of the building. So it's only one that's working right now, and all of us have to go through the same metal detector machine, and it's taking long. So if the attorney is online, it's taking them like 20, 30 minutes to get through. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of them are late. So that's it on that video. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna stop the videos for a second, and then I'm gonna have bring up the motion that he submitted today. Just one second. I'm gonna read to you the motion that was submitted by, not today, but the other day, for Mr. Jackson's attorney, by Mr. Jackson's attorney, Mr. Stillwell's attorney. If I say Jackson, you know who I'm talking about. Shannon Stillwell. All right, so let me go ahead and bring this up for you guys. This is what he submitted. And I'm going to read it to you guys. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, this was done on the 1st of March. The 1st of March. This is what he submitted. His attorney submitted on the 1st of March. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you guys. Let's make it bigger. Can y'all see that better? Can y'all see this one better? Can you see better? Should I make it a little bit bigger? Let's see, make it a little bit bigger. Can y'all see that? Can you see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see that better. You guys able to read that? Come on, give me a thumbs up. I need some interaction in here. I hope y'all hitting the like button. Hey, Jerry, good evening. All right, do you guys see that? Is that better? Thank you, Sierra. You're the only one paying attention. You're the only one in class paying attention. All right, let's go ahead and read this. Okay. State of Georgia versus Shannon Stillwell, defendant, indictment number 22SC 183572, Judge Glanville. All right, demand for speedy trial. Comes now defendant Shannon Stillwell by and through undersigned counsel, and while there are jurors in panels and qualified to try this case at this time of court, makes this demand for speedy trial in accordance to OCGA 17-7-170 and OCGA 17-7-171. The defendant asks that the demand be placed on the minutes of the court and that the defendant be tried before more than 2 terms of court are conveyed and adjourned in default such trial that he be fully acquitted and discharge of offense. COCGA 17-7171 and also Walker versus State 290 Georgia 696 2012, respectively submitted, and then you have his attorney is the one that submit this. So now what I'm going to do is show you guys what that means. Let me pull this up for you. This is what it means here. This is what it means. A demand for speedy trial. And we're going to discuss this, okay? This is, can you guys see this? Should I make it bigger for you guys to see that? Can you guys see that? It's so small, isn't it? Let me get out the way, see if you guys can see it better. Can y'all see it better? Can y'all see that better? I don't know how to make it bigger. I'm still learning how to use this. I'm so used to HP and all this other stuff. I'm doing Apple now. I'm learning, so bear with me. So it says here, here's what a demand for a speedy trial states. It says demand for a speedy trial in Georgia. Defendants have a constitutional right and a state right to demand a speedy trial. The Sixth Amendment gives defendant this protection as well as Georgia law under OCGA 17-7-70. Remember, I just mentioned that one. That was what he quoted on that. This means that there are 2 types of speedy trial, statutory and constitutional. A speedy trial indicates that the defendant is tried for the alleged crime within a reasonable amount of time after being arrested. If the defendant is not tried when the demand of a speedy trial is made or at the next regular court term, then the defendant shall be acquitted of charges. Did y'all hear that? Do you want me to read that again for you guys? Did y'all hear that? So, and I was trying to see when does it become a violation of that speedy trial? And I was looking to see how many terms does this trial has to be. According to what he put in, Shannon's attorney, he put in 2, he says 2 terms. So I was looking at the case that he referred it to, but let me just bring that case up because, you know, I've been doing my little homework on that, and I'm going to bring up the case for you guys. Hold on. Okay, this is the case that he referenced. Case he referenced was Walker versus State, State versus Walker. And in this one here, this was a capital crime here, right? In this case, there was like 3 terms of that, because I think in that area that she was in, which is the Peach Street, Peach State or whatever, Peach something, Peach County. There it is. The Superior Court of Peach County. See right here? Peach County. That has a 3-term court calendar. It says the Superior Court of Peach County has 3 terms of court a year, which means there's a March one, August, and November. So they got 3 terms. So I don't know how many Fulton County has, but according to this, to Peach County, they have 3 terms. So this particular person went through 3 terms of not getting a trial started. Okay, so let's go back to my other thing here. Hold on a second. Let's go back. And according to this, with the speedy trial, I don't think there's any certain sort of terms. But let's continue reading, okay? It says here, while many people want their case to resolve quickly, there are many factors to take into consideration before filing this type of demand. In some situations, it can be beneficial to have a large gap between the arrest and the trial. No decision should be made without speaking to an experienced Georgia criminal defense attorney. Okay? The right to a speedy trial does not apply until a person is charged, accused of a crime, or indicted. So we know that this has happened because there's an indictment, right? Furthermore, even though the right is a constitutional guarantee, state law usually determines what constitutes a reasonable time. In Georgia, listen guys, y'all listening? In Georgia, a criminal defendant must be brought to trial within second term of their arrest. So we know they have been arrested. The first term was what? August, right? They've been in jail since May last year, right? So you have August, that's 1 term, right? And then you have November, that's 2 terms, right? And then now this is March. This is 3 terms. So according to this document here, they have met. It says here in Georgia, the defendant has to have 2 terms for it to be able to. And let me just read it, so I don't want to put words in my mouth, to say the wrong thing. So let's go ahead on and read this. It says here, furthermore, even though the right is a constitutional guarantee, state law usually determines what constitutes a reasonable time. In Georgia, a criminal defendant must be brought to trial within the second term of their arrest. However, the term varies depending on the county. For instance, defendant in Fulton County may have a shorter time period between court terms than Walton County. Okay, so the 6th Amendment of the Constitution states, in all criminal prosecution, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury. So we already know the jury is not going to be impartial because it's already tainted by all the stuff that's going on already, right? Let's see. Okay, I need to go because I'm not seeing you. Let me see if you guys are saying something. Okay, I was just trying to see if you guys had any question, if you guys were saying something. Okay, let me go back to reading. All right, it says here, where am I at? Okay, the 6th Amendment of the Constitution states, in all criminal prosecution, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district where the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, asserted by law, and to be informed of the nature and the cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process to obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of a counsel for his defense. The right to a speedy trial begins at the time the defendant is arrested. You hear that, guys? A speedy trial begins at the time the defendant is arrested. So they were arrested back in May, right? And they have requested a speedy trial back in August, right? So you have November, you have March, and now we have and there's still a trial has not started yet, even though the trial date has occurred, but they're still picking jury. There's not an impaneled jury anywhere. So, so let's continue reading. It says here, okay, it begins, okay. If the defendant has not been arrested or formally charged, then the clock on getting the trial has not yet begun. In Georgia, the court has 2 years to file an accusation in a misdemeanor case, 4 years to indict in a felony case, but once accused or indicted, the statute of limitation does not apply. Okay. Constitutional speedy demand is based on case law and the Sixth Amendment. Essentially, so much time has passed that you have been harmed by the passage of time, such as the witnesses have died, opportunities lost, etc. The fourth factor of court considered are the length and the reason for the delay. The defendant assertion of his right and prejudice to the defendant. That's Barker versus Wingo. Okay. Statutory speedy demand. Any defendant against whom a true bill of indictment or accusation is filed with the clerk for an offense not affected the defendant's life may enter a demand for speedy trial at court term in which the indictment or accusation is filed, and at the next succeeding regular court term thereafter, and by special permission of the court. The defendant may, at any subsequent court term thereafter, demand a speedy trial. All right, y'all. Okay, so I don't need anybody that wants this. I could put it in the link in the chat, and you guys could go ahead and read it if you want to. Hold on. You can go ahead and read it if you want to. Hold on. I'm gonna copy it for y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me copy it, and you guys could go in there and read it. All right, that's it right there. Statute of limitation. We're not talking about statute of limitation, sweetie. Sweet Southern. We're not talking about statute of limitation. We're talking about speedy trial. We're not talking about statute of limitation. Not statute of limitation, just speedy trial. All right, so let's go back. Where's my watermark? Oh, I don't have watermark on that. That's a website. I have my watermark on the other thing when I get ready to do my video. We're Sweet Southern. You come in late and you disturbing the class? You're disturbing the class, ma'am. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Let's go ahead and do these videos. Just 1 second. Pull up the video, the next one. Hold on. Let me put this here. All righty. All right, let's go and pick up the next one. All right, let's go.
Or filling out questionnaires at this point in time. And these are in no particular order, but we'll go ahead and do and include, just for you that are following, well, hey, 782 falls outside that range. What's the deal? Well, these are people that we rescheduled because, as Ms. Von Kels told you, we had to kind of negotiate with some folks. I can't come on the day that, like, for example, Group 4 came in 6/14 to 7/14 on March 1. So some of those people may get examined on March the 2nd or March the 3rd. So therein lies why we're kind of out of sequence of sorts. Okay. All right. So 782, Mr. Randolph, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah,
782.
I'm gonna turn down the volume, and the reason why I'm turning down the volume is because I don't want to, on my next one I'm gonna turn down the volume because I don't want to hear the what's the name. Okay, let's go ahead on and let me go pull up my the video. I'm gonna start it from the beginning. Hold on, it's loading, guys. Sorry. Hold on a second. Let's go pull it up. All right, let's go.
Okay, so 16 has a travel issue.
Yes,
And
Your
what was the other one, madam?
623.
That's a language barrier.
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that a Spanish speaker?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do we have Mr. Laura with us?
Solares is right there.
Okay, we can take him up in just a minute. Or yes, thank you, Mr. Laura.
And then juror 635
Oh, okay,
has an
sweet
affidavit.
Southern. Okay, but you got to come to class on time.
635.
The only juror who did not report is juror 680. And this juror had verifiable proof that she was going to be in the hospital from Monday through Friday for an EEG test. So we've arranged for her to come in and complete her questionnaire when she's released.
Okay, so juror 680.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Madam, anybody else? I did, can you talk with the group here? This is not probably part of our group, but just to put this on our radar, since I did talk about juror 798.
Yes, Your Honor. So,
Councils, remember, 798 was appeared on Friday, and I was going to issue a rule nisi for contempt proceeding because that juror left. 798. That was from this past Friday. It has come to the court's attention that juror 798 appeared at 8:15 in the morning for jury duty pursuant to their summons. This juror had a 16-year-old daughter that was scheduled that had oral surgery that morning to remove a wisdom teeth, and his wife accompanied the 16-year-old to the surgery. There were some complications. The wife called the husband, and at about 9:25 he left. So that is to assist his wife and the daughter, who was still sedated at that point in time. So does that kind of summarize
Yes,
your 798 situation? Counsels, with your permission, I can certainly bring juror 798 back in for examination. I believe that given this particular scenario, that could probably affect anybody who's got a child. I would like to, with your concurrence, defer 798 service.
It's fine by Mr. Williams.
No objection.
And Your Honor, we can even defer him to the 17th of March if you want to examine him at another time.
Let's just do that. Okay? All right.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Those are all my announcements.
Jesus.
Oh, so we were saying
hold on.
that I would defer this juror to March 17th. That is when the next group of jurors comes in on this case.
Yeah, so that juror will just be repurposed for the 300 folks that come in on that date to hear the video and go through the same procedure we're going into, because he would have missed our video, and that would just put him back in square one. Does anybody have any objection or comment about that?
He'll keep the same number, 798.
No, he'll probably have another one.
Oh, okay.
It'll probably be we would probably just, he would probably just show up at that in that particular order. We'll just have him report back for that date to go through the process.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay. Anything else, Ms. Funkhouse?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, we'll talk about probably once we kind of get started. What did you tell these particular individuals what date they pretend who were beyond the 30 that you chose for today? What date they would need to come in?
I did not give them a date certain, Your Honor. I
Okay.
did not know how today would play out, but they have the number, the phone number, and we referred them to that number to
Okay.
call every night, so
Wonderful.
they will know when to return.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, councils, can we just recess in place? I believe we have a request for a restroom pause. So I'm just going to recess in place for that to occur.
All right. Let's see. Sweet Southern. You spent 6.5 years there? On an 8-year state RICO in Fulton County, Georgia. I have a speedy trial on a speedy trial. There is no statutory limitation for a speedy trial on a felony.
All right, Deputy Talton, do we have everybody present, sir?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lara, can I go ahead and get you to facilitate the examination of juror 623, please? Mr. Lara, where are you, sir?
Okay, yeah, I'm about to mute the jurors thing in a minute. Yeah, tell me if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Oh, he's Spanish, so we won't know the difference. He's speaking
Did you
Spanish.
take the citizenship exam in Spanish or English?
El examen de ciudadanía, ¿lo hizo en qué idioma? ¿En español o en inglés?
En inglés.
En
Oh,
inglés.
in
In
English.
English, okay.
How come he's talking
I
to?
see that
Why he need
we
an
have some
interpreter?
information about you that's been provided by you.
Hay información de usted que usted nos dio.
He has an interpreter interpreting with him.
¿En qué
Thank
idioma
you,
se
Tori,
comunica con su
Toria,
cliente?
Toria,
En
Toria.
español
Hey, Queen.
solamente, en inglés algunas veces.
Hey,
Una
Shannon,
combinación.
Sharon.
In both languages.
Okay.
So he speak English. So why he need an interpreter right now? These people are trip. Listen, look.
Usted dijo
He
que
can speak
podía
English.
hablar
Look.
bien el inglés.
Sí lo puedo hablar bien, pero no
Oh.
100%. Yo digo que 70%.
I could speak it well, but not 100%. I say around 70%.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Here we
on
go.
Friday, the one
They
that,
got game.
that
They got
covered
game,
me
y'all.
covering the proceedings and
They
the
got
indictment in
game.
this case.
Usted el viernes vio el video.
They got game, y'all. They got game.
Que explicaba el procedimiento, mencionaba el documento acusatorio.
Oh, here's it. Here we go.
Sí.
Yes.
Were you able to understand that in English? What did you understand?
Do he understand?
Los nombres de las acusaciones me costó entenderlo.
The names in the accusations, that was hard for me to understand.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Cuando el papel que me
That's
dieron,
me clapping, Jay.
la hoja,
So when I read
Jay, I'm clapping.
en las tres primeras preguntas me di cuenta que no entendí casi nada de lo que él habló.
The first three questions I understood that I was not able to understand.
I'm trying to distract the conversation.
Okay, were you able to fill out the questionnaire, or did you leave a lot of things blank?
Pudo llenar el interrogatorio. O dejó muchas cosas en blanco.
No, that's not what it is.
65%.
I filled it up around 65%.
Lord have mercy.
Anything further, madam?
Good afternoon, juror number 623. You said that you've been a citizen for 10 years. How long have you been in the United States?
Le dice la señora, buenas tardes.
Bless you.
He understands.
Ella le pregunta, usted nos ha indicado que es ciudadano.
He understands.
¿Cuánto tiempo tiene en los Estados Unidos?
19.
19.
And you have indicated on a previous questionnaire that you have a 4-year college degree. Am I right?
Yeah, 4-year college degree and don't understand English. Oh Lord, he just making it up, y'all. He's gonna get shot down by the judge. The judge gonna go.
No. Here you call it college degree, but I went to the Gwinnett College to become a massage therapist.
In English.
That course was a 9-month.
And it was in English.
Okay, and so at Gwinnett College to become a massage therapist, were your classes given to you in English or in Spanish?
Entonces en el college de Gwinnett, las clases que recibiste para ser terapista, masajista, ¿las recibiste en inglés o en qué?
English, I know it. English, he just said English.
And when you indicated that you had difficulty,
Oh my gosh! Did you hear that? Oh God!
you elaborate, and by that I mean, is it that you just did not know the people?
Come on, get the lights up, guys. Get the lights up.
Some of the names.
Get the lights up.
Cuando mencionaste antes con respecto a los nombres que
So he has an interpreter, but he understands English, 75% of it, but
¿no entendiste que qué significaban los nombres, o qué eran esos nombres.
No, fíjate, por ejemplo, no los nombres de las personas, no. Los
Okay, yeah.
nombres,
For example, no.
Oh
the
my
names
God.
of the persons, no.
Oh.
sí. Una de las cosas que entendí en todo pensé que eran los criminales de calle.
He's making up. He's being phony, y'all. He understands everything that they saying.
The first
He's
thing
trying to
I
get out of jury
understood by
duty.
reading the document was that I read it as criminal games on the streets. But today, when I reread it, I understood that it was gangs. But the word gang to me sounded like games.
Games.
Yes.
And if you were
Y'all.
chosen to sit as a juror and you had to hear things, would you have any problem raising your hand and asking whatever it is to be repeated so that you could understand it more?
Si llegas
He's
a ser
crashing.
seleccionado como miembro del jurado a la final y estás sentado y escuchas algo que tal vez no entiendes.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Dejarías de levantar la mano que no entendiste lo que se dijo.
originalmente siempre levanto la mano y pregunto.
Oh, Lord.
Initially, I would always lift up my hand and move to repeat. Yeah, say it again, say it again, say it again. Yeah. To repeat, say it again, say it again, say it again. Gracias.
Any defense counsel wish to ask any questions to this juror?
Defense don't. They don't want no. They don't want to ask no question.
Speedy Trial, on behalf of Mr. Dorsey. Good afternoon, Juror 623. How are you?
Buenas tardes, señor.
You can't hear because I'm making noise. There's a reason.
Good. I just have one quick question. If, that's a big if you were selected to be a juror and you had to deliberate and talk to the other jurors at the end of the trial, would it benefit, would you want an interpreter with you at that point?
Con respecto al si es usted escogido como miembro del jurado y estuviese atrás deliberando, si es seleccionado como miembro del jurado, ¿preferiría usted en las deliberaciones, si es parte del jurado, que esté presente un intérprete para asistirlo si fuese necesario?
Yo lo pensé.
I asked the day that the video was shown and they declined.
So you would want an interpreter?
Entonces, ¿preferirías el intérprete?
Sí.
Yes, because I would not like to come down with a decision about something that I do not understand.
Thank you. That's my only question. Have a good day.
Okay, he's gonna be dismissed.
Anybody else?
Gonna dismiss him,
All right,
Judge. You're gonna dismiss him, Judge.
Counsel, is there any reason I can't excuse juror 623?
On behalf of Ms. Lloyd.
Yeah, I just would ask the court's indulgence to allow me to ask two more questions, and then I can answer the court's question.
Let me excuse him just a while.
Who's up?
No, but I'm going to tell you why I don't think I need to ask any. You can ask those two questions. I'm going to. You can still ask those two questions, but let me go ahead. Mr. Lar, can you ask him to step out just a second, please? Into the vestibule. We'll call him back.
Yes, yes.
Hold on.
Un momentico y luego te van a-
Hold on, I just gotta make sure he doesn't pick him up. Okay, hold on. I think the judge is a little bit.
Okay, juror 623 has left us. Ms. Love and counsels, I believe we've had this issue come before. We have to reasonably accommodate non-English speaking jurors. The challenge is when they have to deliberate. Mr. Chow's question was directly to that point. If they need an interpreter for the deliberative process, that would invade the province of the jury. And there's some case law which directly deals with that. That's why I believe I excuse him for hardship. So is there any further need to ask him any other questions?
I won't belabor it, Judge. I was only going to ask did he need one? That was exactly what I was anticipating.
He just said he needed one.
I think Mr. Child asked that.
He did.
Want one, and the other question that I had was whether or not he needed one.
It's the same thing, lady.
When in college.
It's the same thing.
But those were the only two.
It's the same thing, lady.
Okay. Anything further, folks?
We'll move to excuse the gentleman, number 623.
Okay. I'm going to excuse 623.
Thank you, Judge.
If that's the case.
Thank you, Judge.
Can we call in juror 623, please? Okay.
The judge has already told him. She's trying to be difficult, y'all. She is trying to be difficult. Hold on, sorry.
Juror 623, we're going to go ahead and excuse you, okay? All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. This jury part is so boring.
Mr. Laura, thank you
We're
very
gonna
much.
we're gonna move over to the jury part is so boring. Let's go move to another. Let's go fast forward. Hold on, let me fast forward a little bit.
Mr. Randolph, can I see juror 635, please?
Hold on a second.
Yes, Ms. Callen.
The camera that's on the witness stand is off.
I'm sorry?
The camera that's on the witness stand is off, so we can't see who the jurors are.
I called the letter. She's on us.
Okay, we're working on that, madam.
Thank you.
Okay?
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying
November 1st.
to fast forward a little bit. Hold on.
Remember,
It's
and you
boring.
have an affidavit. So you can go on your trips in March and in April.
So this one here has to come back
And we will
because
probably call you thereafter.
she has to come back because the judge is gonna let her.
Sunday I can leave.
You can leave on, yeah, you can leave on those trips. We won't probably touch base with you till after you come back on the 1st of May
Okay.
to further examination, but that.
Okay, this is boring
I
part.
think it's about 50.
It's boring.
I can't say.
All right, and you have and I understand you have an affidavit.
It's boring. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. All right, let me end this. All right, I'm going to the next file. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Just a second, guys. Hey, hot gossip. All right, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play this to. I see how long the judge is dragging this case. The prosecution don't have nothing. You know what, guys? I don't know what's going on, but I know this is not the norm for any case to go this long without picking a jury. Don't even have a jury in mind to pick. They're bringing 12. They have 1,200 that's going to be. Let me just. This is from earlier, y'all. This is from earlier. I'm starting from the beginning so you guys can see the whole thing, okay? Anybody who hasn't seen it yet, I'm starting from the beginning. Let me know if you have any questions. They are They are definitely slow rolling, Toya. I must agree. The jury selection has been complex. What happens to the woman who had to write? Oh, she wrote the essay, gossip. She wrote the essay. Hold on, let me stop this for a second. Hold on a second. Let me stop this. Let me stop this so I can explain to you what happened.
You're gonna get fined $25. All our participants present, sir.
Okay. Gossip. I was telling you that she did come back. She wrote the essay, and the judge was very satisfied with her essay. She had to redo it the first part, and then when she corrected it, he read it, and he just she served her contentment order. So he told her not to put it out until after the trial because some of the stuff that she put in there could affect this trial. So she just decided he had her not to put it out until after the trial. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and play that.
All right, lawyer crowd. Can you go ahead and check your friends and see if they're here? Hold on, 1 sec, madam. 1 sec.
It sure is, Crushy. That trial went on and gone. You're welcome, Hot Gossip. You're so welcome. Hey guys, what in between I might make some like sound effect noise. That's only because the jury part is so
Mr.
boring.
Randolph, is Miss
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Von Kels?
That's one of these.
Okay, all right, thank you.
But I just wanted to show you our footage of the defendants. Since you guys, a lot of family members don't get a chance to see them.
We're gonna go back on the record. We're gonna go around the record at this point in time. Let me go ahead and call roll. We'll see who's here. Mr. Beebe, Mr. Partridge.
I'll second Mr. Partridge.
Do you know where Mr. Partridge is?
Let me know if you guys want me. I'm gonna fast forward the jury part, and then I'm gonna go to the end. And then if you guys want me to bring it back, I will. Okay.
Where's Mr. Beebe?
But
Sir,
before
are
I
you okay
go,
with,
hold on. Let me
with
just. We
Mr.
listened to
Bernard?
this already. For those who are just coming in, we listened to this
Stepping
part
in for
already.
just a minute?
What I'm gonna do is
Thank
gonna
you, sir.
stop this, and then I'm gonna play the end, so
All
you
right,
guys can
Mr.
hear what the
Mr.
judge,
Jackson,
the next
Mr. Botson,
schedule.
Mr. Sharp. Good morning, gentlemen. Mr. Farley, Mr. Menez.
You're
good
right.
morning,
He didn't
gentlemen.
have a mask on, did he?
Mr. Williams, Mr. Steele, Mr. Adams. Good morning, gentlemen.
You're absolutely right. He didn't have.
Good morning, Mr.
He
Mender,
did not
Ms.
have a
Fagan.
mask on. He didn't have a mask on. Just hold on a second, y'all. But I want to bring up the last bit of the clips. Tony gave me clip-ins, which helped me out too. Tony is the camera guy. He gave me clips so I can do like clips in between. So I could do short clips. But I just want to show you guys something from the last part of the hearing, today's schedule. All right, hold on a second. This stuff here is just like so long. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna bring this last one up for you guys. All right, hold on. We don't need to see the jury, honestly. I agree with you, Crushy. I agree with you. This stuff is boring. But let me just play this one here. Just give you a schedule of what the judge is going to do next couple of days. Okay.
Juror 877, good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Okay, as I understand it, you wish to examine for hardship, and that hardship is predicated on that you are relocating out of state in June or July for a new job. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us the specifics of your new job?
Yes. I am in a fellowship training program right now for pediatric pulmonology, and I'll finish the end of June. And I
That's
Or
boring.
offer something. Thank you, sir.
So she got a new job. She's showing the offer letter.
Okay, Matt, councils, I have our jury here has provided us two.
Yeah, she should provide an offer letter. So he's gonna dismiss her. Hold on.
And how long have you lived in Bartow County?
2 months.
Okay, y'all, let's get out of here. All right, just bear with me. I'm gonna go get the last bit so you guys could hear what he says. Just a minute. All right, let's go play this one. I think I got 2 more clips for y'all.
Wonderful. All right, juror 825, madam, you wish to be or have identified for hardship, and the basis, as I understand, and after that, you go with leave without pay.
Yeah.
Do you have any cash in the bank?
Oh, yeah, they get so
And if you were
evasive.
here
They
for
just
6
so
months, you would
nosy.
probably lose attention in giving this proceeding your undivided attention.
Yes, sir.
And would that inattention or worry lead over into not being able to be? All right. Madam, I'm going to go for hardship. All right. Madam, I'm going to go ahead and excuse you for hardship.
So she
and
got
wish you all the best,
excused.
okay?
Thank
She
you.
got
Thank you, madam.
excused. She got excused. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, let me go to the last bit of this. Hold on a second. All right, let's go do this. They really, okay, here's this one. Okay, let's do this.
Juror 680 failed to appear,
Uh-oh,
and
somebody didn't show
due
up.
to a medical issue, and she has not completed her questionnaire. We received a letter from her doctor advising that she would not be able to make jury duty due to hospitalization.
Oh, wow.
680. Mhm.
Okay, do we have a copy of that letter with us?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. I've also been in contact with the juror, and she's willing to be rescheduled after her hospitalization.
All right. Counsel, is there any reason that I cannot that we can't reschedule? She won't be reschedule juror 680? We could possibly repurpose her into the next grouping of folks that we examine. Is that acceptable?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, okay. So, Ms. Von Kels, we'll go ahead and defer her to the next group or thereafter.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Okay?
Hold on,
thank
here's
you.
my question
Would
for
you
y'all.
still like to use the letter as evidence?
Here's my question, y'all. She's in the hospital. She's going in for hardship because she don't want to be there, right? She don't want to be there. She has a reason, supposedly reason for her not to be there. She's in the hospital. Why reschedule her? Why don't you just release her? I don't get it. Because she's coming in for hardship anyway. Okay, let me mind my business. Hold on.
You can give that to Miss Weaver. We'll go ahead and include that as our justification for deferring her. Juror 680.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Juror 786
786.
failed to appear on the 1st. She spoke to us the evening of the video and advised that she had a flight. We rescheduled her questionnaire date. We rescheduled her to the 1st so that she could come in and fill out her questionnaire before she left. She did not appear. In reviewing correspondence, it appears there may have been some confusion by her about when she was to return. So that may be my fault. She does know she needs to come in after she returns from her trip.
We don't know when that is. Do we know when that is now?
We do, Your Honor. March 9th, she returns. And she provided her flight information.
All right, well, counsels, what I would recommend for juror 786 would be that Ms. Von Kels.
All right, let me go to the next one. Hold on, y'all. Just bear a minute.
About
All right, here we go. This is the final one. This is the final one, guys. The clippings of videos. Here we go.
about the way ahead it's looking right now. And for your planning purposes, on the 6th of March, that's this coming Monday, we will be examining more jurors for hardship at this point in time. I'll let Ms. Von Kels tell us which groups are, or leave it within her discretion as to which groups come in. I believe she's going to have the folks between the ranges of 614 and 714 that we have not otherwise examined come in on that day, scheduled in an appropriate grouping of approximately 30 to 40 for us to examine sometime during that day. Is that correct, madam? All right, so Ms. Von Kels will let us know which one she's going to call in on March the 6th, for March the 6th. But that's our date. That's our juror range or groups. On the 7th and the 8th, I have ordered already that you all will talk about your pending discovery issues. So I will leave that within your wise discretion to meet. I believe that will need your clients. Is that correct?
I think that's true.
All right. So we will not bring your clients over on the 7th and the 8th, consistent to allow you all to meet with the representatives from the state. You can use my courtroom upstairs, 8F, if we're not otherwise using it, or you can come down here to 1C. I'll let you all gather after we recess today and let you all figure that out, so you can go ahead and iron out those discovery conversations consistent with the court's last directive. We will pick up on the 9th of March. That was that Thursday. And we will examine from juror range 715 to 815, consistent with Ms. Von Kelch's calls and identification of hardships. So that's the 9th. And if I haven't said already, we're going to try and on the 6th, we will meet at we'd like to start somewhere around 10 o'clock. So it's so you can assume a 10 o'clock start time unless I tell you otherwise. So be here consistent with that so you can go ahead and do that. So that is the 9th. The 10th of March, that Friday, we will examine on the 10th of March, we are scheduled to examine group from 816 from juror range 816 to 905. 816 to 905. We will start at 12:30
Good night, Kim.
on Friday the 10th and go to about approximately 5-ish or thereabouts to complete whoever it is that we bring in on those particular date, on that particular date from that particular range of folks. Following into the next week on the 13th of March, we will continue our examination going back to the grouping of 614 to 714. And we will start in a regular time period of 9:30, 10 o'clock. And we will continue that through noon. We will have an afternoon break and we will pick up, because the court has some other unrelated business. We will pick up at 3 o'clock on the 13th and work until 5.
Hey guys.
On the 14th, that is a Tuesday, we will be all day with same thing with the next group of jurors, and that would be 7:15 to 8:15. We'll examine on Tuesday, March the 14th. Wednesday, March the 15th. examine folks from March the 15th will be a shorter work day from about 10 to about 11:30 as the court has some unrelated business in the midday hours. And just 1 second, please. Thanks. Hold on 1 second.
All right, Crushy. I'll see you later.
On the 15th, Wednesday, councils, we will commence at 2:30 and work to 5 or thereabouts. And on the 16th, we will work pretty much most of the day, starting at 10 and going through about 4 or 5 o'clock. We'll so 10 to 4. That'll be on March the 16th. That's a Thursday. As you're probably kind of just ballparking it, there's a distinct possibility that we will not exhaust all of our hardships by that date. And I'm sure that many of you are also tracking that on the 17th, we will bring in another group of 300 folks. So if we are not finished with those on the 16th, we will still call in our next grouping and we will just stagger those particular people until we finish our hardships and coordinate filling out questionnaires on the very next group of folks, and we'll rinse and repeat. So that's kind of where we are at this point in time. What questions do you have of me thus far? No. Whatever it is, no. I mean, I didn't count the number of people you have today, so, you tracked along just fine. What's your request, madam?
So Tuesday and Wednesday, we don't have court next week.
No, you do have court Tuesday and Wednesday.
Exactly.
You have court, because that's a bad thing to say, Miss Fagan, and here's why. Other courts watch the news and they kind of say, well, hey, you're available on those 2 dates. So I'm telling you, you have to work those 2 dates.
And that's what my request is, because they call Mr. Chamberlain, who says we do not have court. And so I would request that his response is that we are in.
Yes. Mr. Chamberlain is out. He has some unrelated business, but I'm telling you that you all are obligated still because it is a work day for you. It's an attorney's only work day. So
can we just make sure Mr. Chamberlain knows that?
Yeah, Wes, we'll go ahead and let him know that when he comes back in. Okay.
Yes,
All right. Okay. Does that satisfy your favor, Ms. Fagan?
That's it.
Okay. All right. Mr. Johnson, what can I do for you?
Your Honor, I was just wondering as far as when we have the discussion.
We're months off from having that. Okay, months off, and it's just due to the fact that we need to get through the jury selection process, and there are other factors that may that may change that analysis, but I have it on my radar to move on. Anyone else? Anybody else have any ministerial inquiry with me or any other questions related to short, long term?
All right, y'all. So that is what the day was like today. Anyone have any question? As you can see, we are nowhere near to having a jury selected, a jury seated. No way near to that. So on the 16th, they're gonna have the hearing on that motion that was submitted. And there's a lot of motions that's still sitting out here that has not been resolved. So, it's taking a long time. It's gonna all be denied, right? Anybody have any questions? Any concerns? All right, guys. I will say good night, good night, good night. You guys have an awesome evening. And thank you for keeping me company. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me your questions. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.